Today I'm going to give you a complete local's guide to living in Halfway, Maryland. We are going to cover the top things to do, my favorite parks, the top rated schools, and go over some helpful stats about the area. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote to go along with this video on livinginmaryland.com, the #1 resource for finding the perfect Maryland city that meets your unique needs. Alright, so Halfway, Maryland is a charming little place located in Washington County, right next to Hagerstown. If you're not familiar with the area, it's tucked in the western part of Maryland, and it's super close to both West Virginia and Pennsylvania, so you're kind of right in the middle of everything. Halfway is called Halfway because back in the day it was literally the halfway point between Hagerstown and the Potomac River. Cool little fact, right? So let's jump into the good stuff. First up is things to do in Halfway. Now you might be thinking it's a small place, what's there to do? But trust me, there's more than meets the eye. One of my favorite spots is the Hagerstown Premium Outlets. It's like a shopper's paradise with over 100 stores where you can get some awesome deals. People come from all around just to shop here. Another great spot is Marty Snook Park. This place is perfect if you like being outdoors. It's got walking trails, sports fields, picnic areas, and even a big playground. It's the kind of place where you can spend a whole afternoon just relaxing and soaking up the sun. Speaking of outdoors, if you're into history, you're going to love this. Halfway is super close to the C&O Canal National Historical Park. You can walk or bike along the towpath and enjoy some beautiful views of the Potomac River. It's like stepping back in time and getting a little exercise while you're at it. Plus, Antietam National Battlefield is just a short drive away if you're a history buff and want to learn more about the Civil War. All right, moving on to the schools in Halfway. Washington County Public Schools run the show here, and they're doing a pretty solid job. Some of the top rated schools in the area include E. Russell Hicks Middle School and South Hagerstown High School. Parents often mention that the teachers are super involved and the extracurricular programs keep the kids busy and engaged. Plus, the community really rallies around the schools, which gives them a great support system. Now let's talk about the housing market. If you're thinking about moving to Halfway, you're probably wondering about home prices, right? Well, homes here are pretty affordable compared to other parts of Maryland. The average home price in Halfway is around $300,000, which is a lot more budget-friendly than the DC area. You can find a mix of older, charming homes and some newer developments, so there's something for everyone. Plus, the cost of living here is a little lower, so your money goes a bit further. When it comes to neighborhoods, Halfway has a little bit of everything. You've got quiet residential areas where you can kick back and enjoy some peace and quiet, but you're still close enough to Hagerstown if you need to run errands or grab a bite to eat. One of the most popular neighborhoods is the Halfway Boulevard area. It's close to everything, and it's a great spot if you want to be near shopping, dining, and all the conveniences. Now let's talk about commuting. If you work in Hagerstown, you're just a quick 10-minute drive away. But if you're commuting to Frederick, Baltimore, or even DC, it's going to take you a little longer. Frederick is about 30 miles away, and Baltimore is roughly 70 miles, so depending on traffic, you're looking at about an hour to an hour and a half. But the upside is that you get to come home to a peaceful, quiet community at the end of the day. All right, food lovers, listen up because Halfway has some pretty great local eats. You've got everything from classic diners to cozy cafes and a few hidden gems that locals swear by. One place you have to check out is the Broad Axe. It's a local favorite with great food and a cool laid-back vibe. If you're in the mood for pizza, Tony's Pizza, an Italian restaurant, is a must-try. And for a quick breakfast stop, Crump's Donuts is a local legend. Trust me, once you try one, you'll be hooked. Now let's talk about safety because that's something everyone wants to know. Halfway is a pretty safe place overall. The crime rate is lower than the national average and neighbors tend to look out for each other. It's the kind of place where you can go for an evening walk and feel totally comfortable. Another thing people love about Halfway is the sense of community. There's always something going on, whether it's local events at the park, holiday festivals, or just neighbors getting together for a cookout. People here are friendly and welcoming, so it doesn't take long to feel like part of the community. If you're into sports and recreation, Halfway's got you covered. You got plenty of sports fields for soccer and baseball at Marty Snook Park, and there's a good mix of local leagues if you or the kids want to get involved. Plus, with Hagerstown just a stone's throw away, you've got easy access to the Hagerstown Suns baseball games and tons of other fun stuff. And let's not forget healthcare. Meritus Medical Center is right nearby, and it's one of the top-rated hospitals in the area. You've also got plenty of urgent care centers and specialists close by, so you're covered when it comes to health and wellness. So if you're thinking about moving to Halfway, Maryland, it's a great choice. You get that small town feel, but you're still close to everything you need. Plus, the cost of living is reasonable, the schools are solid, and there's plenty to keep you busy, whether you're into shopping, outdoor adventures, or just relaxing at a local park. Don't forget to check out the full article I wrote for this area with additional links and resources on livinginmaryland.com, along with articles for hundreds of other Maryland cities. Our mission is to help you find the best city in Maryland that meets your unique needs. If you would like to have a conversation with one of our local real estate experts, just fill out the contact form below to get started.